The Abia state government have already begun construction of a railway terminal, a railway station in Umuahia to complement the biggest and the largest bus station that we have right now in the south of Nigeria. So the governor and the Otti-led administration of Abia State have mandated the contractors and the Ministry of Work in Abia State to start the construction of a modern railway terminal and station in that same premises where we have the bus terminal. And this is the part of the ongoing procedures and the ongoing task for Abia State to project and to promote our transportation system to be among the best in Nigeria. So let me just walk you down a little bit. You know, we have an international cargo airport coming up in Nsulu. Nsulu is in Isialango North, which is just about 20 minutes, sometimes depending on where you're going to in Umuahia. It's just right at the center of Umuahia and Abia. If you're applying the Uruka Road or even if you're applying the expressway. So Nsulu is right at the center. So people, wherever you are in Abia State, you have access to that international cargo airport. That's number one. Number two, you already saw the buses and everything, and the roads are being constructed, leading into the villages and remote areas for farmers to transport their produce and so many things. Those ones are for the communities and the rural areas. We still have work coming up. Now, we have a bus station coming up in Osisioma, which is going to be bigger than the one we have in Umuahia. That one is going to be the major one because of Abia is an industrial hub. And a lot of exports, a lot of trades, a lot of logistics, because of the production and manufacturing happening in Abia, is well thought that we have, you understand, the burgeoning bus station in Abia to serve or to cater for the need of the producers and the manufacturers and the industry, the cluster in Abia, so that whenever you're supplying your clients or your customers, you're doing that ASAP. So logistic companies, I hope you're taking note. So now the Abia state government said, okay, since we have a railway station already in Umuahia, which is dilapidated and deteriorated, that have not been taken care of in years, donkey years. Now this is what we're going to do. And if you're overlooking from the bus terminal, you see that walking across is just about 100 meters to that place. So they are trying to inculcate a railway station and terminal, one of its kind, to be in that same premises. So that if you're coming from the railway station, you just have to cross. There's something they're going to construct, because I saw where the contractors were explaining. There was something they're going to construct so that you come to the terminal, board the train, and go to your destination. If you're arriving, the same thing. You arrive and come to the railway terminal, and at the same time you're seeing people at the bus terminal. So it's going to be a transportation hub in Umuahia. That is going to make Umuahia to be positioned as the very center of transportation in that axis in Abia North, or Abia Central. Sorry. So do you get? So there's the brain behind that. If you're not innovative, if you're not futuristic, if you're not somebody that understands blueprint, that you're not well traveled, you cannot think out such designs. So being that Abia State, we are trying to be futuristic about anything that we're laying on ground. The roads, the structures, the industry, whatever we're doing, we're trying to be futuristic. So the governor and his team came up with that design to bring in a railway terminal and a railway station in that same compound where we have that large bus station. So that is going to be like the industrial transportation hub in Umuahia. So there's going to be a lot of buzzing activities there. That is why those people at EC Gates have been asked to be relocated, because that is not really going to go down well when you have such structures around that area and you have an open market. But they have told them that nobody is going to force them, nobody is going to damage their goods. They are making provisions for them, that they should move into the Okigwe Park first in an enclosed area, so that with time they can be permanently settled. But all these things are the processes of gentrification, the processes of remodeling and building a state. So kudos to the Abia State government. They are ramping up our railway station. Very soon we should be talking about trams in Abia State. I'm telling you, from Umuahia to Abia to different areas, we should be talking about trams in Abia State. So when you have a railway station, it's easier to build on that, to develop transportation. And logistics will be a logistic clogging and impediments and all these delays and turnaround time to clear goods, to bring in things into the state would be a thing of the past. So shout out to the government, shout out to the team designing that, shout out to the engineers, and shout out to the people bringing in these ideas. So we're going to have a railway station and terminal and one of the biggest bus stations located in Umuahia in the same areas. But the good thing is that they are not destroying all of those edifices, because some of them were done really colonial times, and some of those things are monuments and things that you like to see. The signposts, the cabinets, there's some structures there that wouldn't be dilapidated. So, but we're building a modern one while at the same time maintaining and servicing the old structure, so that when you come, you will see the history behind such structures in Abia State. So we honor our history, we honor our parts. So shout out to the governor. This is what is happening. I know you've seen it, but I'm breaking it down for you to understand. And remember that Abia, we're bringing one of the largest bus stations You understand? And the same thing I know would happen to the Abia train terminal, where you take to Port Harcourt and so many places, because it's not in good shape. So shout out to that. Shout out to the people of Abia. A lot more is coming. Thank you.
These are the things we are talking about. This Alex Otti is just is exposing, disgracing from top to bottom, right from Tinubu to all the other governors in the state. It is a shame on them. You know, most of the time when you see people who have really worked in all these AI companies, you know, maybe multinational, all these high profile companies like banks and what have you, like because we have seen over the time, because this Alex Otti works there, but most of the time, just like most of them don't even do anything at the end of the day. Just imagine Sududu, which is professorship. Let's even forget about professorship. This man was a CBN governor. Soludo was a CBN governor, but I don't think there's any meaningful thing he did like that people can really pinpoint. But just see Alex Otti, see what he's doing. Just see what Alex Otti is doing massively. So why is it that Tinubu could not even do something tangible that people can come out and be talking about him? Because some people now come and tell you that maybe because he's an Igbo man, people are trying to praise him. What of Oju Zokalo? What of the people that were there before him? What of the other governors in other states? What's so special about Alex Otti? It is what he did that people are talking about. I think the governor of Enugu State too, that one was trying to do some things. You know all these small things, that's what they just always embark on. But just see the gigantic things that this guy is doing, that everybody is feeling it positively. Everyone is feeling the impact. And somebody is coming to tell us that Tinubu is doing this, is doing that. Now they want to go and borrow money to construct a Badagry Sokoto road or so. Is that the problem? The internal roads that are not good. This man is not interested in that. All this gigantic project that is not useful to people, because at the end of the day, that coastal road, you will see that they will abandon it. Believe you me, they will do it a certain place and they will abandon it. For the first year now, it is only, or the first 4 years now, it is only that Lagos part that they have done. Tell me how many people are enjoying that place. Tell me how many people are enjoying that place. You will tell us that they are giving money to allocation to governors, and yet you cannot question the governors to say that what have you done with the money I've allocated to you, because Nigerians are complaining. No, because they all know what they are doing. He dare not go after them. So kudos to Alex Otti. If he can do all this in these few years, then imagine what the federal government can do if they had interest of this country. Exactly my point. The airport is just at my backyard. Dr. Alex Otti is the best thing that has happened to Abia State. So now, those days, so people saying, you want to go and build airport, the people who cannot afford to travel by air, are they going to benefit it? No. Now, those who can benefit, those who are at high stage, those who are rich, the people, they will benefit from it. And people who cannot even afford to fly, there are other areas they are benefiting. The issue of the roads, the lights, all the buses that they bring out for transportation, everybody's enjoying it. Are you talking about other facilities in the education, in hospitals? Everyone is enjoying everything this man is doing. That is what we are talking about. If Otti win this next election, I go relocate to Abia State. If that railway terminal won't get to another state, now waste of money be that too. Okay? Imo, Anambra, Enugu, and Ebonyi State has to show concern and collaboration before the railway can approach their state. That is how it has been done. Most railroad in Enugu has been removed, unless we start building them once now. They have been removed. No continuity. Can you imagine that? So it's a good thing anyway. Congratulations to Abia people and the governor himself.